All right, what a college football game. I give Arizona a lot of credit. Not going to make a lot of excuses in any way. They played well, played a lot better than us. Certainly, sometimes in the game. I mean, anytime you go down 17 to nothing, you got a mountain to climb there. And we certainly had a lot of moments where we didn't play very well. Certainly in the beginning of the game, but our team's fight and resolve to get back and find a way to win that with some of just the craziness that happened in this game. I'm really proud of. A lot of teams don't win this game. You go down 17-0 and you don't recover. You have kind of the sequence there at the end of the game, and you don't refocus back up and get the job done and win it in overtime. And we had multiple opportunities where I think if our culture, our guys wasn't strong enough, then I think we would have folded and we'd be sitting in here without a smile on our face right now. So feels good to be 6-0. A lot to correct. A lot of new battles getting ready to come up, and proud of this team for finding a way to win this one.
Lincoln, can you tell us about that call in triple overtime?
Trying to remember which one that was. Yeah, we've been working it. Glad we had confidence to get it done. It was something that gave Caleb a chance to run it or throw it, and I actually think he would have thrown it. We had two receivers that tripped each other up, which was a little unfortunate. It might have been a little bit less dramatic. But, guys executed it in the end, and that's what you practice for those moments for. I told you guys throughout the offseason, we've really spent a lot of time on situational ball, and to get that stop, to stop a couple of their 2-point plays. I mean, that was the game there in the end. And, again, proud of our guys for getting it done. Yeah, we were getting ready to run it, and we just had obviously a kind of a missed exchange. It was close there whether you go ahead and score. We had conversations about should we just take a knee, because you could tell that they were getting ready to maybe let us score. The clock was so low though that it is a unique conversation on, do you kick the field goal because something can happen, right? Like what did happen, or do you go ahead and try to score? And so those were conversations that we were having. Obviously, unfortunate that we mishandled that exchange there. That didn't go to plan, but I had the timeout the entire time, so it wasn't ideal, but we weren't really concerned because we knew we could use the timeout.
Caleb, you took a lot of hits tonight during whistle, after whistles. You multiple times tonight where you had to kind of physically force your way, into the end zone. I mean, just what was your kind of mentality throughout, all the ups and downs of tonight, throughout, defense, throughout getting the ball back? I mean, what was it like just to kind of keep pushing?
Felt like playing quarterback for the USC Trojans. Every game that we play, everybody, circles this game. So it felt like any other game. We knew that, throughout this game that they were gonna try and test us, our patience, and something that, me and Coach talked about, whether it was throughout the game, before the game, or throughout the week. And that's all I did was trust that, and was being patient, was understanding that, they came out aggressive. They did a great job in the beginning. They did a great job throughout the whole game, trying to get in my head and, hit me after the whistles, or, when the ball is away from me and things like that. And, mental toughness, keep fighting, keep believing. And that's what you do as a leader. That's what you do as a quarterback for the team, is keep fighting. So the longer we go, the better we get.
Does it seem like a switch flip for you where you started getting more aggressive with your legs? Was there a moment or anything that kind of prompted you to kind of do that?
Well, they kept running upfield. The DNs kept running upfield when we get in passing situations and things like that. Lanes kept opening up. They kept dropping out, and they left me with big lanes. And I know I haven't ran this year much. Don't really like to run, to be honest with you. But you got to do whatever you got to do to win the game. It doesn't matter whether it's me running, whether it's me passing for 400, whether it's me running for 200, and handing the ball off, having good play fakes, just doing my job, whatever it takes to win the game. That's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Caleb, it was a slow start. What wasn't working? Was it something that they surprised you with, or was it something that wasn't working for you guys, and how'd you turn it around? We didn't come out playing the best ball that USC will play and should play, and like I said, is going to play. And so we came out slow, and that's something that happens with, like I said, everybody circles this game. Where we're
University of Southern California, Trojans. And so, like I said, everybody circles this game, and when you come out slow and you give a team like that some energy, some juice, they get going. You go down quick, and at the first quarter, I think it was 17-0. And so it was just a tough fought game. We kept fighting the resiliency of this team. And like I said, the longer we go, the better we get. Came out with the win.
Jamil, you guys have seen a handful of pitches the last couple of weeks. Is that something you were looking for on the last 2-point conversion, and what allowed you guys to stop it?
Not necessarily. We were just playing the call that we got to the best of our ability. The emphasis this week was strain and effort, just playing as hard as we can play. And I believe that, like Caleb said, the longer we go, the better we get. But I think that last play was really the epitome of that. Like, any other, like Coach Riley said, any other team, with, I guess, less of a culture, wouldn't have shown up in a moment like that. But I believe, we came together as a brotherhood and, really did what we had to do and just gave great effort. That's really what that was.
What would you point to as just the reason for the slow start in general?
Yeah, it wasn't anything very good. We didn't coach very good. We didn't execute very good. We had some opportunities that we missed out. Kind of all took our turns. I mean, offensively and defensively, really. Just kind of took turns across the board, and give them credit. They executed at a high level on both sides, and the play that I thought really turned the game in a lot of ways was Covington's interception. I mean, that we just had. I think we just had the fumble, and that momentum flipped back like that. And our defense, I thought, as they really stiffened up there in the second quarter, that's what allowed us to get back in it. I mean, that energized the entire team, entire sideline. So, but yeah, I mean, obviously, you don't want to put yourself in that hole, but when you're in it, man, you can either feel sorry for yourself or you can dig yourself out. And we dug.
Lincoln, they didn't have, obviously, Jaden at QB, but Coach Fish said that he and Noah were pretty much on campus at the same exact time. So what was kind of your approach to game planning against him? And were you expecting this kind of efficiency from a redshirt freshman?
We didn't know which quarterback was going to play, so we prepared for both. I thought he played about like he did against Washington last week. Pretty good. The guy's got some poise. He's got some playmakers. I thought he threw it to us a couple of times, and they just went up and made a couple of obviously tremendous individual plays. But the kid's got some poise and some moxie. He's an impressive player for a young guy.
I know we ask every week now, but how do you assess the defense where you're at that point in the season?
I thought we took some great steps. Again, when you go down 17-0, you get tested right there internally. Like, do the guys really, do you really believe? Are guys ready to really fight? As Jamil said, and I said before, your culture gets tested quick, and the defense is what got us going. The defense is what won this football game. Got us going in the beginning down 17-0 and closed it against a play that they've been running well all night. Closed it with a huge TFL to win the game. So proud of those guys. We're going to get better. Missed a lot of pieces tonight, and even as the game went on, and some guys got in there and responded. So we'll keep growing, and proud of their fight tonight.
Let's do one more.
We wouldn't have won that game without defense. We were set up. We were down 17-0. So this whole defensive thing, our brothers, the score wouldn't be 43-41 without them. So, put it simply that way.
Offensively, is there any concern on your end? Slow start tonight, didn't score in the fourth quarter last week, and you say that everybody circles this game when they're playing USC. What do you attribute the offense all of a sudden maybe not having an identity or starting to find out passing, running?
I don't know. I think it might be the number one offense in the country right now. So listen, my expectations are higher than anybody's. Like, I want to score every freaking time we have the ball. In reality, that's not going to happen. And you can either panic or you can get back on it. We didn't play our best tonight by any stretch. But one game to another, I wouldn't count us out just yet.
Thanks, gentlemen.
All right.